Hey guys, it's me Pinky. Also with the last update, let's say not really correct with the last update, more with the winter celebration. In my mind we could see it for a few days already, because pay to win commanders always have a double slot in the winter celebration. One is the arriving, where you can claim different rewards for different stages, and one is the wheel, where you can awaken the commander if you want to have him quickly. Patello came out. I wanted to talk about it and then I showed it, and so I lost a little bit track. First thing I want to say that I think Patello is one of the commanders people wait the longest for. Who knows? Maybe next update we also get small cities opened. I don't think so, but I couldn't leave the joke. Well, and here's the thing a bit with Patello. I was hoping he would be a commander for Bleed, just because it feels like Bleed for players that can't afford 4-star John is not very strong. Of course, most people were hoping for a weakness commander, because most people are using weakness. So let's go into Patello. Let's have a look how good it worked out. So first off, just because this was a little bit of feedback, Patello is a 40% commander, giving you spearman attack and infantry attack, also total hearts, and if you awaken him to 3-star or better, you get 40% total hearts, 90% spearman attack, 90% infantry attack. And in his tavern, he gives you leadership and combat rate. As you see, it's good to 2-star him just for the tavern effect. But like everything in these days, I think the way more important part is the 4-star skill of a commander and how good will it fit into your lineup. So his 4-star skill is the Tiger Assault. 25 seconds after the battle begins, or when the allied team receives 10 instances of healing, the allied front row attack is increased by 30% and the damage reduction is increased by 8% for the whole battle. To understand this correctly, 10 heals does not mean you have to be healed like 10 times, for example from Drake. If Drake heals, he heals 5 times, because you have 5 lineups. And he will heal each of the 5 lineups, so 2 heals from Drake will trigger this, or 25 seconds, or for example a combination of Dragon Assist and Hector. When Hector activates, he will also heal all 5. So it's pretty easy to trigger this sooner than 25 seconds. And the second thing is the 30% attack increase, which is not, let's say you have 1000% attack, and then you will not have 1030%. I think it works as 30% increase of 1000%, so you will have 1300. I did a few tests, why ever. The damage goes up by around 18% in mostly all of them. Can only guess, but I would think this is do the combination of attack and health and defense, and somehow 30% attack will not kill 30% more troops, but his kit go up by 18%, and the 80% and the 8% damage reduction in my mind is just a good thing to have. If you have a Kevin and put him into your lineup against not weakness, he will give you 10% versus attacks, and this will give you 8% versus everything, versus attacks, versus bleed, versus commander effects, versus commander attacks. So I think it's overall good damage reduction. Now is the question, how good does he fit into which lineup? Well, of course he's a male, so no females, and then he works with healing. So of course he fits into the weakness, and I think combined with, for example, Hector, which will heal sooner than Drake, and Drake, you will activate him a bit faster than just only with Drake, so you will have his effect a bit sooner. So in my mind he fits greatly into like spear weakness. Can also fit him into inf weakness with Lat and, well, Cav weakness. You don't get stats, only his effect. I think it's still worth it. You have to try out a bit. But the great thing I didn't realize in the first moment myself, you can only also use him with bleed, because it's not activations of weakness attacks or something, it's heals. And of course you can also run Let's Karen in your bleed lineup, and then she will just heal twice and then this will activate. So I think Patello is actually very good made, because you can use them with weakness, and weakness already have a lot of commanders, and you can also use him with bleed, where I feel like there's a bit of commanders missing. In the end, I quite like the skill, and I hope this did explain a bit how the skill will work and where the upsides of Drake. If not, if you have questions, just ask me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye.